Eddy Burback about Glee and how problematic it was, kind of tangentially related.
And I want you to go back to June of 2020. We're all depressed. My girlfriend says we've watched through Succession twice. We've watched through I Think You Should Leave again. We've watched through all of BoJack Horseman. Do you want to watch Glee? It's insane. And knowing me from my videos, I said of course. I never got to watch Glee, but the more and more I see about it now, since it's come out, it seems like the craziest show on television. And there's nothing I love more than bad TV that's also insane. It's my bread and butter. You could call it my Ed and butter, because that's not good at all. Oh my God, cut that. Oh my God. And over the course of that month, we watched through about a season and a half of Glee. And I kept thinking, oh man, I really want to make a video about this show now. It's insane. And certainly I'm not.
Bro, this is the whitest show I've ever had my eyes on, okay? My eyes have never seen a whiter show. I feel like it's like, I'm gonna get a tan from watching this fucking show. Jesus Christ. Just like three seconds, 3 snippets, and it's like, it's over.
Not the first person to make a video about it, but I didn't watch anyone else's video on it. So now I get to talk. So things have been weird for me lately, and I thought, you know what's good for my mental health? I should watch Glee again. And I was gonna make a video on the first 10 episodes of season 1. But when I started the pilot, I realized that the pilot is so insane, it would fill up an entire video. So today, we're gonna go through the pilot of Glee, because I have to talk about how insane this show is. I cannot believe it was on TV, and
I told some friends that didn't like Glee and got called a homophobe. Why? Are they gay? I mean, it's like a musical show, right? So, I mean, it's already gay.
I cannot believe it didn't get canceled right when somebody saw the pilot. It's insane to me. So first I want to say that Glee doesn't start off bad in any way, shape, or form. There's clearly some care put into the show. It's just the way the characters are written that I mostly have a problem with. First, we're introduced to the cheerleading team and Sue Sylvester, pretty much just showing that she's a ruthless coach. And then we're introduced to arguably the main character of Glee, Will Schuester. We see by Will's car that he is strapped for cash and also lives in Ohio. Two things that most people try not to be. And immediately he spots a member of the Glee Club, Kurt, who's also a student of his. He calls him out by name, about to be bullied by a group of jocks. And he's completely oblivious to it. So this is not an adult that you would want to trust in school. Now, I can't use the audio from these scenes because they're using Earth, Wind, and Fire's Shining Star to do a montage in the intro, which I actually like. It's really fun. It gives a cool energy to introducing everybody. Some key bits of information.
What's worse, being from Ohio or New Jersey? Bro, come on. That's not even a question. Ohio literally takes the cake on that. It's like, what do you mean? There is like very little redeeming qualities. At least New Jersey has like Italians who are fun and funny. You know what I mean? New Jersey has the Sopranos. Ohio has nothing.
Our Will stops and stares at a Glee Club national.
New Jersey, by proximity, at least has like New York in its crosshairs. Ohio has what? Fucking Pennsylvania? That's awful.
Championship, and clearly a teacher that ran the Glee Club that he admired. He's not currently the head of the Glee Club. He's a Spanish teacher, and Finn is one of his students. Finn being a main character who.
And for those of you who say Ohio has LeBron, Ohio has like Guy Fieri, Ohio has Steph Curry, every single motherfucker that you mentioned left Ohio though, okay? Came back but still left and don't live there no more. You want to know why? Because it's Ohio. Do you see what I'm saying?
Is the quarterback at the school. And then something else happens during the montage. The willow tree.
That guy is always giving me bad vibes. That dude. I've seen him in movies and shit.
So one of the first things we see happen in Glee during this montage is the old Glee Club head, or the current in that scene, inappropriately touch a student. That is 2 minutes into the Fun Fox Glee Club show, and it is not really played for anything other than laughs and plot, which right away is like, that's 2009, not 1962. That's weird as hell. So at the school currently, a lot of the teachers are complaining that there's only funding for the Cheerios, which is the cheer team. They seem to be national champions. Sue Sylvester seems like a real celebrity coach, and all of the school funding is going to that because it brings in money to the school. Then Will learns that a colleague of his, the head of the Glee Club, gets fired, and this is his first reaction.
Who's gonna take over Glee Club? I'd like to take over Glee Club.
You want to captain the Titanic too?
Now, I would be lying if I didn't say
Yeah, that's a task you cannot accomplish, sir. You want to take over the Titanic? You want to captain the Titanic? It's falling apart, my friend. Don't do it.
that there is some funny writing in Glee. A lot of the back and forth with the principal in most of the first season is really funny.
There is no joy in these kids. They feel invisible. That's why every one of them has a MySpace page.
But there are also some things that don't age well at all.
What is it with you and this club?
You've got only 5 kids. One of them's a cripple.
Then I guess you've got nothing to worry about.
Oh, what the fuck? Oh no. Yo, that's pretty funny. I mean, look, it's just like they have a disability representation, so obviously one of that is going to straight up be someone who is ableist. You know what I mean? You have to show that.
Then we are introduced to Rachel. Rachel seems like a parody of a cutthroat theater kid, except we're supposed to also feel for her. So she's not just a parody character made for laughs. She's just an awful person. And speaking of awful, she's the one that tells on the teacher touching the student, not out of the sake of justice, but because she wants the solo that student has. She told and exposed this thing that kid might have not been comfortable with everyone knowing about, just so she could get a solo in a musical. So that's
I don't think that's that bad. I like that. That's infinitely more complicated as a plot point than you would expect from like a fucking Fox TV show. Bro, what are you saying? Wait, no, what do you mean? That's like, it's supposed to show a complex character who is like a bad person. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, she's doing a bad thing. That's what bad characters do. What do you mean? A teacher having sex with a student is good? No, of course not. But like, problematic shit happens in real life. And of course, there's going to be a little bit of baked in realism into that.
So that's what Rachel's like.
I am not homophobic. In fact, I have 2 gay dads.
Also, my last video got completely demonetized because there was a TV show clip in it. I'm not going to let that stop me from using clips of Glee in this. I feel like it's really important to make the video much better than it could be without it. So I just want to say this one probably will get demonetized. If you do want to support me, I did just launch my winter merch stuff. It's yikeshop.com. The link's in the description. Okay, back to it. So you'll see this later in the pilot, but also later in the show. Will's wife is an awful person, but we're not told that yet, so we shouldn't assume it in any way. So Will Schuester and his wife are trying to have a baby, and while he's trying to start this huge part of his life, he becomes obsessed with heading the Glee Club.
I just wanted to tell you that I'm gonna have to start working late for the next couple months. I'm monitoring after-school detention.
For some reason. He told the principal it's because the kids are depressed, but he doesn't really know the kids that well. The little bit of backstory is that Will was in the Glee Club in the 90s, and they won nationals. So he's chasing that feeling that he missed before. He doesn't really care about the students or helping them in any way. And he's prioritizing this over trying to start a new chapter of his life with his wife, and he lies to her about it.
William?
Sandy?
So Will runs into the old
Wait, why does the pedophile teacher get to not go to jail? That's kind of weird.
Glee Club head, and he's not disgraced after being fired for inappropriately touching a student at school.
Are you kidding? Getting out of that swirling eddy of despair, best thing that ever happened to me. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't easy at first. Being dismissed, and for what I was accused of, my long-distance girlfriend in Cleveland nearly broke up with me.
He's just kind of played for laughs that he's, you know, a weed dealer now. So what the fuck is that all about? So Will wants to head the Glee Club, but the principal says there's only $60 a month in the budget because all the money is going to the cheerleading team. What does Will need $60 for even? To have a bunch of people sing in a room? I don't know, but he needs it.
Hiding the $60 a month from my wife, Terry, was gonna be hard. But I had a bigger problem.
Now, first, I want to say that we all deserve financial compensation from Fox for making us see Matthew Morrison without a shirt on. I will not be explaining myself. I think we all understand what I mean. But dude, yeah, it's going to be hard lying to your wife. You're trying for a baby right now, and you're trying to siphon off money that you don't have for a new thing that you...
Is this Euphoria Millennial Edition? Kind of, I guess. But like, Euphoria has like way more drugs, I think, right? I don't know. I didn't watch Glee and I did not watch Euphoria. That would be skins. Oh, okay.
You asked for. Just a reminder again, his wife is a terrible person, but he doesn't know that yet, and he thinks they're trying to start a family, and he's off trying to fuel his own ego and waste his own money for his own family.
Hey, Sue, can I have a sec?
Sure, buddy.
Also, I want to take a second to say that Jane Lynch, in the rest of this show too, is so good as Sue Sylvester. Her lines are usually the funniest in the show because she's kind of making fun of the whole idea of Glee Club and how cheesy the show is. But at times, she's also horrible, like every character in the show. Every character, at some point, not all in the pilot, but at some point does something truly, truly awful. And we're supposed to just like skate past that. Either way, Jane Lynch fucking killed it.
So you want to talk to my Cheerios about joining Glee Club?
Well, I need more kids, performers, and all the best ones are in the Cheerios.
So then the show presents us with Will's kind of problem. He wants to head the Glee Club and start it up again after this kind of horrible tragedy, and nobody wants to do it. So he's definitely not doing.
Kind of weird. That's a weird mission to launch yourself on. You know what I mean? Oh man, I really want to restart the Glee Club after the previous teacher was doing pedophilia on the main. You know what I mean? That's a bit weird off the jump. Like, why do you care so much, bro? Chill. Fucking let it die, you know?
Doing it for the kids because they don't want to do it. He wants to do Glee Club for his own selfish reasons, and anything he says to anyone else otherwise is a lie.
I honestly thought that was the end of the very brief fever dream that was New Directions.
Even as I wander, I'm keeping you in sight.
And now we get to
No, don't tell me he goes into the locker room to creep on one of the
a
students.
very common and reoccurring aspect of Glee. Adults and the kids in the show being really creepy and not respecting the boundary of like minors versus adults. Will hears Finn singing in the shower and he
Bro, don't do that. No. That is so no. That makes me see the pedophile teacher not get arrested in an entirely different light now, okay? That's so weird, bro. Just wait till they're out of the fucking shower, dog. What the fuck? You go, hey, well, that's a student. And hey, I'm a teacher. That student is underage, which is precisely why I should just see myself out of this locker room.
He decides to not only walk up to him in the shower, but the shot of Finn, like his legs flipping around, seems very much to like put the idea in your head that there's like,
Bro, what the fuck? I mean, to be to be fair, Ohio. Jim Jordan is from Ohio. Jim Jordan was the athletic director. Go Buckeyes. To be fair, Sandusky, not from Ohio, but from Pennsylvania, close enough. Pennsylvania, especially Western Pennsylvania, is basically Ohio. Also close enough. Les Wexner, also from Ohio. Les Wexner basically single-handedly single-handedly was the wallet for Jeffrey Epstein. There's also a city in Ohio named Sandusky. I'm just saying this is not a conspiracy at that point. You just gotta think about it like that.
like a flop. You know what I mean? Like, why would they show that other than he's like exposing himself? And then his teacher, his Spanish teacher, just keeps walking up and listening to him. And there's no moment where it's played for laughs where he says like, hey, you're really good, and Finn gets scared. He watches him in the shower, and then the scene ends. So, oh my God, seems to be a recurring theme with the Glee teacher heads with certain behavior. And then the next scene, Finn is a jock, and he's like an 80s jock in this. So he doesn't want to sing. It's a High School Musical. He likes to sing but doesn't want to do it because sports, you know? The age-old question of, should I sing even though I'm good at it, but I played the sports? What do I do? What will my dad say? That's not a problem for Finn, because his dad is dead. His dad is dead in the show. His dad is very much dead. So there's no High School Musical dad
Good,
to
classic.
go like, Finn, what are you doing? You invested your life in this. Because, you know,
Classic.
He's
That
literally Ash in an urn. Anyways, Will Schuester
It's a classic
wants
trope.
to start Glee Club so bad. He decides to get the weed that the gym teacher was buying from the old, disgraced, creepy Glee Club teacher and blackmail Finn into joining the Glee Club.
It's not mine. I'll pee in a cup. I'll pee.
Look, it wouldn't make any difference. Possession is 8/10 of the law. I'm pretty sure that much pot is a felony.
We're supposed to
That's awesome. He's blackmailing a child. Oh my God, that's so fire. Dude, I love this show. What the fuck? This is unhinged. Why the fuck is this? Why is this on Fox? Why is this on Fox? What the fuck is happening here, dude? I love this. This is great. It's completely unhinged, this show.
To be cool with that? He's like a 16-year-old kid who wasn't smoking weed, and then his Spanish teacher's like, damn, I want to get Glee Club going so bad. I'm gonna have to blackmail this kid whose dad died. I'm sorry. What? Huh? What? He did what? So in the middle of being blackmailed, Finn has what I like to call a reverse That's So Raven moment, otherwise known as a memory. And the memory is of this guy who used to date his mom when he was younger, who loved to sing while he did yard work, and he let Finn sing too. So Finn kind of fell in love with singing, and the guy encouraged him to do it until he cheated on Finn's mom. And Finn's just like, yeah, that sucked for my mom, but he's really cool, and I always thought he was the best. So Finn and Rachel are singing as the leads, and Mercedes, who was the original singer in the club before this and is probably the best vocalist out of all of them, says that she's unhappy for being a backup singer. And Will
Yeah, because she's the only black person on the show, it seems like. Please tell me they literally don't cut her out as the only black person on the show. Oh no.
Schuster is like, hey, this is a one-time thing. We're not going to do that to you.
Okay, look, Mercedes, it's just one song.
And it's the first time we've been kind of good.
Okay.
And as someone who watched the show further, they absolutely do that to her for the rest of the show. Like, she gets her moments occasionally, but she was right. So after a hard day's work of blackmailing a child, Will and Terry are doing a puzzle together as they discuss their financial troubles. Terry wants Will to become an accountant because they are broke, but Will reveals that they're broke because she has a Pottery Barn shopping addiction.
Come on, we cannot afford this stuff, Terry.
But we could, Will.
That's definitely an ad. Please read the next paragraph in the article you still have open. There was a school shooting episode on this. Stop. There's no fucking shot. There's a what?
So they both can afford to raise a child if they wanted to, but Will can't give the time and also is, working on a teacher's salary, which, should be more. And his wife.
Lee did a school shooting episode and the shooter was a Down syndrome girl. Oh my God, I'm losing my mind. Are you fucking serious? Did they think that was like, disability activism or something? And like, they were like, hey, women can be shooters too. And even those with the Down syndrome. Like, is that what they were thinking? I'm legitimately asking. Like, they were like equal opportunity school shooting. The episode is literally called Shooting Star. Yo, it seems like this show is incredible, but not for the reasons why people liked it. You know what I mean? Like, it seems like this show is awesome for the exact opposite reasons that it intended to be good for. Why? There's a lot of, I'm hearing from the chat that there is a robust bibliography of American television that features school shootings. Buffy had a school shooting episode where she could hear the maybe autistic shooter's thoughts. What? Degrassi had a school shooting, but Degrassi's technically Canadian, right? They have the episode in parts on YouTube. Shut the fuck up. There's a Glee school shooting episode, and it's available on YouTube. I mean, this is Kino, okay? This is, that's pretty wild. Okay.
If Terry has a shopping addiction, these are two people that should not have a child. Oh my God. There's also a Will They Won't They immediately in the pilot with Emma Pillsbury, the other teacher, with Will and her. There's no chemistry at all. It's not interesting. And excited about the Glee Club moving forward, Will Schuster returns home to find out this.
I'm pregnant.
Oh no, Will can't do the Glee Club anymore because he's having a kid and has to be responsible. Obviously that was gonna happen. They were trying to get pregnant. So what the fuck did he expect?
You're leaving us?
So at this point, everyone's sad that Mr. Schuster is leaving the Glee Club. But if you look back at the episode, the only one-on-one emotional conversations he had is one with Rachel, where he tries to convince her to join Glee, and she says, like, no, it's not worth it. And one with Finn, where he's blackmailing him. So, what the fuck? 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 What I don't really know why everyone's so broken up about this. So after finding out that Finn is in the Glee Club, and this is like, you know, still, this is 2009. So bad things have happened at schools, if you know what I mean. And the entire football team seems to bring paintball guns on campus and shoot Finn point blank with paintball guns, which is extremely painful if that happened with one of the paintball guns. But like 8 or 9 of them? That's a crime. That's assault. Oh my God. And the bullying continues.
Wait, this entire fucking episode is just one episode? This is just the pilot? Is this just the pilot, chat? That's incredible.
Continues. Puck, the other jock character, wants Finn to prove himself by tipping over a porta potty with Artie in it just because Artie's in a wheel.
Dude, this is the most 36-year-old man I've ever seen, okay? I love this because it's like...
To prove himself by tipping.
Like usually they have like you know, older looking people obviously, but that dude is literally like bro, this dude is straight up like more than that. This dude is like 40. That's crazy to me. Why did they cast this man? He's a pedo. What? Stop! That's the pedophile one? The 36-year-old is a guy who was hoarding child porn who killed himself. He's a great actor, though. What the fuck? What do you mean? That man committed suicide after being listed as a pedophile?
In it just because Artie's in a wheelchair? These are characters that will become endearing later. But they start the show by being somebody who would put a person in a wheelchair in a porta potty for the sole reason that they're in a wheelchair. I'm just gonna say I will not be liking that character in the future. Okay, I'm just gonna say no matter how endearing they make him in the future, I'm good. No thanks. And then I love Finn sees the guy, you know, who made him like singing, but also more importantly, the guy that cheated on his mom, having fun with the woman that was involved in the cheating. And he's just like, hell yeah. There he goes, that guy that cheated on my mom. So Finn goes to convince everyone he wants.
Wait, this guy died too?
To join the Glee Club.
How many of these people died? What the fuck? He overdosed? Oh my God. Wait, that's insane, dude.
Anymore. And Kurt is like, hey, you've relentlessly bullied.
Yeah, now that I've seen that, now that I know about this, about the show, her not being able to read is like, she got out easy. You know what I mean?
And he doesn't want to be a bully anymore. And Kurt is like, hey, you've relentlessly bullied me in a homophobic way for years. And Finn's just like, I'm sorry, but I want to sing though. Is that okay? Fuck you, dude. What the hell?
He died in season 5 and they all sung about his death? Stop. There is no way that that's true. I do not want to believe that that's true. The fact that like one of the cast members died while the fucking show was going on and they made an episode addressing it by singing? Bro, are the writers on crack? What the fuck? How is that allowed? They sang If I Die Young? Oh my God. What the fuck? This show was also universally considered to be the wokest show on network television at the time. I feel like Chad is just making shit up at this point to fuck with you. Yeah, no, I mean, I get why this show had a major gay following, because this is straight up like, this is a real life soap opera with real, yo, this is following like gang violence on DJ Academics, but for fucking network television, okay? Like this is like all the fucking drill music fans living in Naperville, but instead you're a homosexual boy in the closet living in also Ohio watching this happen. This is the gay Chirac, except it's fake, of course. No, turns out it's not fake. Real deaths were happening and they would sing about it.
Bigger sorry is in order. A much bigger sorry is in order. But as everyone is coming together, Miss Pillsbury tries to inspire Will not to take care of his family, but to follow his dreams. And he says this.
That she will. That was the greatest moment of my life.
I'm sorry.
Damn, that's so whack, bro. Why'd you say that out loud? That's kind of sad. We're all sad for you now. Or at least I am. Rachel sends a child to a crack house because she was threatened by her singing skills. This is a real thing that happens? No, you're lying to me.
I'm sorry. Being in Glee Club Nationals was the greatest moment of his life? No wonder he's doing all this. This guy is... He's had a lot of time to have greater moments. Can you imagine being on your deathbed? Thank you, everyone, for being here. I just wanted to let you know that the greatest moment of my life was the 1997 Glee Club Nationals. Everyone around you is just like, oh, that's sad. So there we have it. Finn makes the High School Musical choice. The Glee Club comes together. Will decides to be responsible and take care of his family. All the arcs are complete to set up a good show. And what's that?
It would kill me to see you win nationals without me.
Oh, Will says that he wants to be a part of it if they're going to win nationals. He just wants to be a part of the glory of Glee High School Nationals.
You actually sent our competition to a crack house? Wait, what?
Hi. So, here's the address for the audition tomorrow and helpful directions. Look forward to seeing you there. Thanks.
What? What is happening?
Nationals. And that's what his character motivation is for the rest of the show. Overall, I think the core problem with Glee is it has its hands in two camps. On one hand, it is a teen show meant for kids to watch it and see themselves on television and experience the drama of these kids at a high school. Characters you're supposed to sympathize with while they're also awful and bullying each other and betraying each other, and later in the show, constantly cheating on each other. And I really think Glee, if they wanted to lean into the parody aspect, would have worked way better as a movie, because you're not asking people to invest a lot of time in these characters and care about them. They're more just parodies of 80s films or, you know, your classic high school movies. But when you're asking a bunch of teenagers to tune in every week to sympathize with kids who are constantly horribly bullying each other and cheating on each other and have adults being extremely inappropriate behind them, it could probably do some damage. I know there were a lot of people that watched Glee that kind of had a moment in their 20s where they stopped and they were like, wait, that show was really fucked up and probably changed the way I think about some people. And I'd love to talk about Glee further. I was gonna watch the first 10 episodes, and if this video does really well, then I would love to talk about it more, but only if it...
Where's the fucking Glee? Where's the more Glee content, Eddy? Eddy Burback? Eddy sometimes in the top 10 trending bareback, dude. Where is
does
it?
really well because, you know, I want people to watch my stuff. So that's the Glee pilot.
Did he do more of it? Dude, I don't know if I can watch this school shooting episode. It's gonna fucking break me, dude. I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh, he did do more of them? Making a Gleek out of you, man? Not even close, my friend. Not even fucking close, dude. Where was I gonna watch? Glee moments? I will still be thinking about it.
Ohio. Brittany. Oh. What? Do you even know who the president is?
Well, I am. I got punched in the face. Anyway.
You know what I call an afternoon where I'm getting drunk? An afternoon.
Terrorists. Mexicans. Mexican. Terrorists. Ants. Mexican terrorist ants.
What?
Okay. Don't worry.
Brittany and I were just having sexual relations.
When I pulled my hamstring, I went to a misogynist.
Really came together this week as a team.
Yeah, a gay team. A big gay team of dancing gays.
Oh my God.
Fucking got him. Finn's dad was a soldier in Desert Storm, but then he finds his dad went AWOL. Shut the fuck up. Okay, stop it. No, because like, how would he have died?